It's so glad to see you. And today I want to show you another part of our knitting machine. And look at these two parts. And this is the main machine and the auxiliary machine of our knitting machine. And today we will show you how to make different patterns by operating these two parts. So stay here and look at how we operate it, okay? Thank you very much for your support, honey. It's so good of you. You can send a message to us. Thank you. Thank you very much for your gift. Hi, welcome to my live stream. This is a live stream about operating knitting machine. If you are interested in knitting, maybe you can stay here and we can talk with each other. Hi. It's so nice to see you again, my friend. And this is our knitting machine. Hi, welcome to my live stream. This is a live stream about knitting machine. Welcome to our live stream, my friends. As you can see, our knitting machine is divided into main machine and the auxiliary machine. Today we will show you how to transfer the ribbing needle and weaving the two-color braid needle by operating these two parts. So stay here. Hi. No. We did not use the We are all audience, my friends. Hi, welcome to my live stream. This is a live stream about knitting machine, and what we are doing is showing you how to operate knitting machine so that we can weave different kinds of patterns. And look at these patterns in our desk. These beautiful patterns are all weaved by knitting machine. Thank you very much. If you love our videos, you can keep following us, okay, honey? And we will update different and interesting videos and teaching videos for you. So if you have already owned a knitting machine, you can also follow us, and we will share different and creative videos to you. And you can also leave message about knitting machine in our account. Thank you very much, love you. Thank you very much for your support. And if you guys want to know more details about our knitting machine, you can contact us, and you can find us in our homepage. So click our homepage and find us and contact with us, okay? One of the great advantages of our knitting machine is that it can read the pattern cards to weave the patterns you want. As you can see, these beautiful patterns in our desk. These beautiful patterns can then be used to design various knitted items, such as our sweaters, scarves, hats, socks, and so on. And today we introduce another part of our knitting machine. That's sorry, wait a minute. Hi my friend, welcome to my live stream. This is a live stream about knitting machine, and today we are going to introduce you another important part of our knitting machine. That's auxiliary machine. It's this one. This hard part is we call auxiliary machine. It's another important part of knitting machine. As we all know, our knitting machine is divided into the main machine and the auxiliary machine. Today we will show you how to transfer two special patterns. They are ribbon needle and the two-color braid needle. And we will show you how to make these two patterns by operating these two parts. Okay, please. What's your question, honey? You can ask me. Any question about knitting and knitting machine are very welcome in my live stream. So if you love knitting machine or if you are interested in knitting, you can stay here and we can take a look how to weave stitches by this machine, okay? No, honey. They do not play this at the place you talked. And the knitting machine today is a very interesting, I think toy maybe. Thank you very much. So don't worry, my friend. Oh, welcome to my live stream. Where are you from, honey? I cannot understand your words. Can you speak English? Or do you love knitting? It's so glad to see you. So honey, don't worry. And I think weaving machines are now more frequently used by weaving enthusiasts, and they usually use knitting machine to design different patterns like these beautiful patterns, and then use these patterns to make different knitted items such as sweaters, scarves, and so on. Thank you very much for your gift, my friend. And today what we are doing now is to operate two important parts of our knitting machine to make two different kind of patterns. So let's take a look and see how beautiful patterns will we make in about half an hour. Okay. One of the most advantages of our knitting machine is it is very frequently to create knitted goods. Look at this one. It's very fast that we already have finished half of projects. So honey, if you like our video or if you like knitting machine, you can keep following us, and we will update teaching videos and interesting videos about knitting for you. If you are curious and interested in knitting machine, you can also send a message to us. Look at these two parts. Thank you very much for your gift. So if you want to design different kind of beautiful patterns, one important thing you need to is this one. Do you know this one? Do you know what is this? We usually call it pattern cards or pattern cards. This one. And if you can create different patterns in these little cards, and then you can create beautiful patterns by yourself. Even you have no experience on design or designing, you can also create beautiful patterns. Thank you very much for your gift, my friends. Thank you very much for your support. This is a live stream about knitting machine, and our knitting machine is very efficient and easy, friendly operate. So if you're curious about knitting machine, or if you are knitting enthusiast who seek for the efficient, I think you can consider about our knitting machine. And look at this. This is needle bed. What we are doing is now adjust the needle to create different patterns. As you can see, this was another part of machine we called the second part knitting machine of our machine. And this one we call auxiliary knitting machine. It is also a very important part of our knitting machine. And this one is main machine. And two parts are all very important. So if you want to design some complex pattern, you can use our auxiliary machine. By the way, the assembly of our auxiliary machine is also very simple, so don't worry, it's not very complex. Hi, welcome to my live stream, my friend. This is a live stream about knitting machine. What we are doing today is make two important parts of knitting machine to create two special patterns. Today we'll show you how to make the ribbing needle and the two-color braid needle by operating two important parts of knitting machine. If you have any question about knitting machine, you can find us in our account. Okay, let me show you some different patterns we have finished. And look at this pattern. Look at this pattern. And this is made from two yarns, purple and gray. Hi, welcome to my live stream. This one and And this is another beautiful patterns we have designed. Maybe yesterday. It is also very beautiful, and we usually use these materials to create t-shirts and sweat and so on. Every kind of items you can image can be made by this knitting machine. Thank you very much. And look at this one. And this pattern is very beautiful, right? And the stitches is very smooth, right? These are all made by our knitting machine, and it is very efficient to create such beautiful patterns. You just need to operate this pattern cards, and then send the pattern cards in the main machine. Look at this, and then push this machine head. Then you can create beautiful pattern. Thank you very much. I'm very glad that you love it. So if you are interested in knitting, and if you are considering about having a knitting machine, maybe you can consider our knitting machine. And look at this one. Look at these beautiful patterns we have finished just now. And this pattern is very special. And the stitches is also very perfect and smooth. Look at this. Today we make these patterns by operating two parts of our knitting machine. And it is also very comfortable, and the size is very very. And I want to show you another beautiful patterns we have finished yesterday. My friend, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Look at this beautiful pattern. This one is also very beautiful, right? And yesterday we designed a beautiful pattern card. This one. Yesterday we designed a beautiful pattern cards, and then we finally create this beautiful knitted project. It's very cute and special, right? Yes, it is similar with our hand knitting, but a little different, because you do not need to operate needles one by one. Knitting machine is very efficient. You just need to push this machine head, and you just need to push the machine head on the needle bed. Look at this. This is needle bed. And you do not need to learn about the patterns. You just need to operate this. Then you can finish your sweaters, hats, and so many kinds of knitted items. Really? Thank you. I'm so glad that you love knitting machine too. So if you are interested at knitting machine, you can keep following us. So if you love knitting machine, you can stay here and keep following us. We will update interesting videos about knitting machine. Thank you very much for your support. That's a good question. I see that you ask me that how the color change, right? And the color change in here. At the same time, we can change two color of yarns, and you just need to exchange the two yarns during your knitting process, and then the fabric will going to finish. Stay here and watch us how to operate the knitting machine to make colorful fabric. Oh, okay. Sorry, honey, can you speak English? Do you have any question about knitting machine? Maybe you can ask me in English. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome to my live stream, my friend. Welcome to my live stream. This is a live stream about knitting machine, and I want to tell you that the difference between a knitting machine and a hand knitting knitting machine is firstly, I think knitting machine is highly efficient. Second, even you are not very familiar with knitting knowledge, you can also become a knitting expert by learning our operating videos of a knitting machine. Third, the probability of making mistakes on a knitting machine is very low. So if you love knitting but you do not have a lot of knowledge about knitting, then you can choose knitting machine. If you have knitting machine, you can also be a knitting expert. We will update teaching videos to show you how to operate knitting, and we will also teach you how some knowledge about knitting. So keep following us, and you can find us in our account. You can click my head. You can click my head picture, and then go into my home page to find us. Thank you very much for your gift. I'm so glad that you have so many questions about knitting. That means you are interested in knitting machine, right? So feel free to ask your question about knitting. If I know, I will tell you something about knitting machine. And this is a pattern card. The biggest advantage of our knitting machine is that, see, look at this operation. I think the best advantage of our knitting machine is that even you have no experience about knitting, you can also operate knitting machine and then create beautiful knitted items. You just need to learn this one we call the pattern cards, and then send the pattern cards in the middle of our main machine and push this one. Then you can create these beautiful patterns like us. It's very easy to operate. Oh, hi. It's so nice to see you again. It's so happy that I see you again, my old friend. How are you? If you guys are interested in our knitting machine, you can keep following us and you can send a message to us. This is a live stream about knitting machine. This one. You can search it in my search it in my homepage. And you can also ask some question about this machine. Welcome to my live stream, my friend. This is a live stream about knitting machine. And the greatest advantage of our knitting machine is that it can read the pattern cards. This one, the pattern cards. It can read the pattern cards to weave the patterns you want. And these beautiful patterns can then be used to design various knitted items. Our knitting machine is divided into the main machine, this one, the main machine, and the auxiliary machine. Look at this part. So today we will show you how to transfer the weaving needle and weaving the braid needle by operating these two parts. So if you have any question about a knitting machine, you can send a message in my live stream or in my account, okay? Welcome to my live stream. Welcome. And if you love knitting but you have no knowledge about knitting, you can also learn how to operate knitting machine to create different kinds of knit items. Look, on this weaving machine, you can operate very smoothly. You just need to adjust the machine needle on the machine tool, push and pull our machine head, and you can quickly complete a beautiful piece of weaving. And now we exchange another color of yarn. On this knitting machine, you can change the color you want to create colorful fabrics. I remember that there is a friend who asked me that how does the color change look on the back of the fabric, right? And now we are showing you how to exchange colors and then make the beautiful fabrics. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. So what you need to do is just adjust the machine needle on the machine tool, then push and pull our machine head. Finally, you can quickly complete a beautiful piece of weaving. Look at it. Look, our operate is very smooth, right? This is our knitting machine. Efficient, friendly operate knitting machine. Welcome my live stream. This is a live stream about knitting machine. If you are interested in knitting machine, you can stay here. Today we are going to show you how to create two different kinds of patterns by operate two parts main machine. This one we call it auxiliary machine, and this one we call the main machine. These two parts both important, and they make up a whole knitting machine. And look at these beautiful patterns we have finished. And look at these beautiful patterns we have finished these days. They all made by our knitting machine. You just design the flower cards. We also call it the pattern cards, and then send these cards in the middle of the main machine, and then you can create different patterns. These patterns frequently used to design different kinds of knitted projects, such as sweaters, scarves, hats, and so on. Even the toys. Look at these toys. And these toys are all made by our knitting machine. Hi, my new friend. It's so glad to see you in my live stream. This is a live stream about, look, this is a live stream about knitting machine, this one. And you can ask every question about this knitting machine by send a message to us, and you can find us. You can click this head, this picture, and find us in my homepage of account. Look at these beautiful patterns. Are they beautiful? They are all made by our knitting machine. This one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support. This is knitting machine about. This is a live stream about knitting machine. If you love knitting, or if you are interested in knitting machine, you can stay here or you can keep following us. Well, it's so glad to see you again, my friends. It's so fast that we have finished another fabric. Look at these special patterns. They have two patterns. Look at this one. As you can see, can you see it? And this is very thick. And it is loose. It is loose and comfortable. And this two color is also very romantic, and it is very bright. Look at this pattern, it's very special. And even you have no experience about knitting, you can also make the patterns like this by operating knitting machine. And we will update teaching videos about how to operate in our YouTube and TikTok, so you can keep following us. What are you talking about, my friend? Can you speak English? If you have some question about knitting or knitting machine, you can send a message to us, okay? You can click my head picture and then find us by using the link in my homepage. Thank you very much, honey. You are so kind. I'm so glad that you love my live stream. You can following us, and we will make live stream at about the same time every day. And later we will also create different kinds of fabrics and projects by using knitting machine. Or if you want to see some projects you want, you can also send a message in my live stream, and we will make your thoughts come true. And now it is so efficient, right? I think knitting machine is very fast to create a home project. Soonly we are going to make the third patterns. Hello, please. Hi. Oh, let me see your question, honey. Please need to learn the starting on this mesh. How can I set the yarn? Okay, thank you for your question, honey. Please stay here, and we soonly show you how to start on this machine, okay? And we will show you how you set up the yarn and start. And now we are making this action. So let's take a look how to set up the yarn and start the projects on this knitting machine, okay? This is the machine head, and this is the yarn. And we put the yarn to the yarn feeder. As you can see, honey, it is very easy. You just need to send the yarn into the yarn feeder and count the number of needles you need, and then pull the machine head left and right. Then you can start the age of patterns, I think. If you still do not clear about how to start the yarns, please following our TikTok, and we will update teaching videos for you, or you can send a message to us, and our teacher will teach you more details about this action, okay? No, honey, we switch the yarns by adjust. Sorry, I must to search some information for you, because for myself I'm also a new bird. Thank you very much. I think there are some details we have missed in live stream. So if you want to learn more details about starting the fabrics, you can follow us, and we will update more videos about how to start the fabrics for you. Okay. And we will send the teaching videos for you. Hi, my friend. Nice to meet you. How are you? Okay. Okay, we will send the teaching video for you. Hi, my friend. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my live stream. This is a live stream about knitting machine. If you love knitting or if you are interested in knitting machine, you can stay here. And what we are doing today is we are making some beautiful patterns by operating this knitting machine. And I think you are curious about this button, honey. I want to show you that this is the thick dial, and you can adjust it, and it is depend on the thick of the yarns. And this one, sorry, and this button, it means you make the plain stitch or the flower. And this one means you make some different patterns. Thank you very much for your support, my friends. Thank you, honey. Thank you very much. And I follow you, and I will send the teaching videos, to you when I finish my live stream, okay? Hi, welcome to my live stream. This is a live stream about knitting machine. This one. If you're curious about this knitting machine, you can contact us for more details, and you can also find us by click the information of my homepage. Thank you very much for your gift, and thank you very much for your support. I'm so glad that you love my live stream. And this kind of knitting machine is SK280. If you have the same knitting machine, you can keep follow us, and we can exchange the skills about this machine, and we can show the beautiful projects that you have finished. Thank you very much for your gift. Welcome to my live stream. Today we are showing you how to operate the two knitting machine to finish some special patterns. This is one we call the main machine, and this one we call the auxiliary machine. And they are a whole knitting machine. This pattern we have just finished. Look at this one. The stitches are very smooth. The color is very beautiful, right? And another one. See? So if you can operate a knitting machine to design the little patterns, then you can use these patterns to create more kinds of knitted items such as sweaters, scarves, hats, blankets, and bags, and so on. And then you can design the projects by yourself. If you have no experience about knitting, don't worry. You just learn how to operate this knitting machine, and then you can be a knitting expert also as well. Really? Yeah, this pattern is very beautiful, right? And you can use these patterns to make more kinds of projects. And look at these patterns, honey. It's very beautiful, and I think this pattern can be used to make a sweater for Christmas, right? Look at the pattern. Maybe this is the snow. Maybe this is a snow flower. And look at this one. This one is also very special, I think. And look at this yarn. It's purple. It's the purple and gray. And I think this pattern, I think use this pattern to make a sweater. It's also very beautiful. And look at this one. This pattern is also very beautiful. And this yarn is very suitable for summer. Look at this stitch. Really? So if you have the knitting machine, and you can design the pattern cards. You can design the pattern cards, and then you will have so many patterns, right? Yes, it's very suitable for summer, right? All these beautiful patterns are made by this clever knitting machine, and we are planning to make these beautiful patterns. I think we will make a huge blanket by using these beautiful patterns. Don't worry, you can follow us, and we will update interesting video about knitting machine, and you can learn how to operate knitting machine to create more beautiful patterns for yourself, okay? That's not a problem, honey, and you don't worry about that. You can keep following us, and we will teach you step by step on how to operate knitting machine, and you will be, and I believe that you will be a knitting expert one day. And honey, look at this pattern. It's also very beautiful, right? And it is made by 2 different material. And look at this pattern. It's also very beautiful, right? Actually, knitting machine is very easy to operate. I think compared with handmade, it will make you it will support the skills by it will support you the skills of knitting. Even you have even you have no knowledge about knitting, I think. And look at this little cute bell. Yeah, you can exchange the colors you like. It's all up onto you. And look at this cute elephant and this cute bear. And later we will also show you how to make some toys by operating knitting machine in my live stream. So you can keep following us, and we will make more and more interesting projects for you in my live stream. And we will also update teaching videos about making different kinds of knitted items, okay? So you just keep following us. And you can also make these little sweaters for your pets, I think, or for your toys, for your children. It's all up onto you. Yeah. Yes, this machine can handle perfectly for different kinds of projects. Look at these cute sweaters. The greatest advantage of this knitting machine is it can read the pattern cards and then to weave the patterns you want. Like these beautiful patterns and cute toys and clothes and so on. Every kind of various knitted items, if you want, you can make it by operating this knitting machine. Yes, and the sweater can be made for yourself, or for your kids, for your pets, or for your toys. And I think the difference between the knitting machine and a hand knitting are, firstly, knitting machine is highly efficient, right? And second, even you are not very familiar with knitting knowledge, you can also become a knitting expert by learning our operating videos. And thirdly, the probability of making mistakes on knitting machine is very low. If you are a knitting enthusiast, I think this machine is a very good friend for you. So if you want to know more details about knitting machine, you can send a message to us and you can follow us. You can also click my head picture and then find us by the information in my home page. Welcome to my live stream, my friends. This is a live stream about knitting machine. This one, this knitting machine. And we update teaching video and interesting videos about this knitting machine. And this is our working room. Every day we will show you our work on knitting machine. At the same time every day. So if you are curious about knitting machine, you can keep following us and we will stay at here at about the same time every day. And the live stream have been already finished. So I'm looking forward to see you again. Keep following us. Don't forget to keep following us, okay? And honey, I will send the teaching videos on your account. Thank you very much for your gift and for your company. Love you so much. Goodbye.